Like him being locked up really helped him realize a lot about himself, and he did a lot of self-reflection, which I'm very happy for. As you know, Gunna was doing really well career-wise. He started going up really around 2016 once he found his own voice. Once Drip or Drown came out, that solidified, okay, this is Gunna. You feel me? This is Gunna. And then him, and then the whole YSL stuff and all the collabs he did, that was Gunna. But I feel like now he's entered a new phase in his life where he was left alone for months at a time. Number one, he sobered up because his body has completely changed.
Designer, I'm dripping in sauce. All of my diamond real, so they call. You know it costs to live like this. I got a bad little boss bitch. Too many diamonds, camera glitch. Yeah, I'm shot no fraud bitch.
Hey yo, so it's popping in Jerry X back into video here with myself today. So today I was just thinking by Gunna. Now listen to both albums, okay? Listen to Gunna the day it came out, and I listened to Young Thug the day it came out. So Gunna has the better album. I'm gonna tell you why in the end, but Gunna has the better album, and I know this for sure. You really listen to what's being said in both albums, Gunna has the better album. We're gonna jump right into the video. You're gonna know my analysis why, but we're gonna jump right into the video. This music video looks like it was filmed in 2005. Like, I feel like Aaliyah and her backup dancers about to come out into the back of the shadows and just start tweaking. I don't know. That's just how I feel.
I was just thinking about the times I was hard-headed. Thought it was right all along, I was misled. All this weight on my back, feeling so heavy. These boys claim they want war, well I'm war ready. I had a big cake for the boy cause he playing petty. I was so focused on the top and I'm still in it. They try to provoke me to stop, no I won't damn it. They want me go back to the block, no. I done gained a whole lot of more ops, now I'm home. Niggas knows all of mine, don't know how to mind their own. 23 and 1, how you feel when you alone? That's what walls talk to you, telling you you gone.
I feel like him being locked up really helped him realize a lot about himself, and he did a lot of self-reflection, which I'm very happy for. Because as you know, Gunna was doing really well career-wise. He started going up really around 2016 once he found his own voice. Once Drip or Drown came out, that solidified, okay, this is Gunna. You feel me? This is Gunna. And then him, and then the whole YSL stuff and all the collabs he did, that was Gunna. But I feel like now he's entered a new phase in his life where he was left alone for months at a time. Number one, he sobered up because his body has completely changed. Completely. He's healthier now. He looks more clear-minded, and he's actually talking to us as an audience. And number two, just the tone in his album, you can tell it was a lot of self-reflection. I feel like he's in a stage right now where he's realizing all the stuff that he probably thought he was doing right was really wrong and steering him in the wrong direction. But I feel like he's learning. He's in a learning stage right now. He's been there for probably months, because he's still there, because you can tell that between Young Thug's album, and obviously those are pre-release songs that he's made because he's been in jail for probably a year now. So obviously that's music made years ago. But you could tell the difference between both albums is the tone and the way that they're speaking to the audience. I feel like Thug's album was more still like, remember who I am? I'm still Young Thug. But Gunna's like, do you really know who I really am? I'm Gunna. You feel me? So you really have to analyze both albums for what they are, because they're not the same. They're in two different, wavelengths. And yes, Young Thug is in jail. He probably has other songs that probably meant something else, but Young Thug just wanted to drop the same time as Gunna, whereas Gunna really wanted to get his situation explained, because he found out that everybody wasn't on his side once the audio from the tape from the court thing came out. So it's two different vibes, and I really like this this evolution of Gunna, because it's really a reflection of self, And I love when people start realizing more about themselves and the choices that they have made in the past, because it shows that you're really growing as a person. So yeah, and how he's in a box, that's probably how he still feels mentally. But I feel like he felt like the world put him in there, but I feel like he wants to keep himself in the box because he realizes that the world really isn't nice. It's not as nice as people made it seem. Even at his height, even when you have everything, you still have people who don't like you. So I do get it.
I didn't cry cause it's feeling for my bro. And you know my mind, you don't watch that nigga bro. Know you hear the lies, it's your little brother my fault. Yeah, I had copped out, but don't let them say I told. No, ain't you little boys, I'ma show you that I'm grown. Bulletproof the big toys, let me show you how we roll.
And this is the most important thing that I always think about, is because even though Gunna did say what he did say, you gotta think that these people have families. We don't know if Gunna has kids. I don't know, but these people have families. These people have families who rely on their money, and obviously Gunna is the breadwinner of his family, so his family is probably counting on him to provide for him, and he can't very much well do that behind bars. He doesn't have control of his accounts, and he doesn't know if his accounts are being handled properly. So he probably did that, and it was probably a really big sacrifice to make. So would you rather sacrifice more time in jail, or do you want to help your family? So I feel like that was one of the main reasons why he said what he said. I'm not excusing what he said, but I'm really trying to help y'all understand, because there's a lot of people that are saying, oh, he's a rat, this and that. I'm like, if you look at the definition of a plea deal, you're proving neither like innocent or guilty. You're not automatically pleading guilty, but you're pleading that you're not taking the stand. You just literally accept the plea. That's literally it. It's like if you pay a ticket, right? And on your ticket, right, it says you can either try it in court or you can automatically plead guilty. Now, you're not really pleading guilty, but you're taking a sub option and you're just paying for it. That you just want it done. So I really feel like that's what happened. A lot of people really don't understand that. Like, but Gunna's growing. So I just want to see more of Gunna, actually. And he's very, very smart. So it's very interesting to see his mind and how stuff works. That's why I love Gunna. Like, he's one of my favorite rappers. Him and Lil Baby are my favorite rappers. I swear to God.
Oh, niggas in my business, had to tell them they knows. You wet niggas can't get with this, I'm 100 for sure. 100 for sure. I was just thinking about that shit I couldn't avoid. Can't afford shit till I make it on the Forbes. Lot of shit I did, niggas went there to say I start. I never crossed lines, all I did was play my part. I ain't signed for a dime, to my name I had a quarter. Just a light 25 and then have it all in order. Niggas think I'ma die, they don't know that I'm immortal. No, I ain't need no brown, but I'm bad like Eddie Carter. I just been getting high, I don't never wanna be sober.
Definitely is immortal. In terms of his career, definitely is immortal. Because even though a lot of people turn to him, especially in the industry, this song is currently trending top 20 on YouTube for music. That shows a lot. You feel me? So, yes, you can't stop. You can't stop the rain. You can't stop the rain. No, that's right.
So I got a big roll. I'm gonna get wild, so don't ever think it's over. We done cut off ties and I gave him a cold shoulder. I swear it's like emoji. Back the fuck back on, I know it's been a minute. Bought a new wardrobe, but you send a nigga skinny. Pocket step, show me Lord knows I gotta get it. I tell you this time around, they gon' hate it when you missed it. They gon' hate it when you missed it.
a beautiful song. I feel like this lesson for him was that you really can't trust anybody, because Eric and Baby were the two quickest people to turn on him, and that was like his similar act in terms of like genre, and they were all a dynamic trio. Slime, Gunna, and Baby. That was a trio. So, and Gunna used to write some of Baby's songs when they first came out. It's very like strange to see how quickly they turned on him. So I'm just like, it's just all drama for real. It still sucks that Thug is still in jail, because he still can't respond the way he really wants to respond. And they are smart for doing it in the music, because that's more streams. Anybody can get on the blog, but the blogs don't pay you. Feel me? But we do. We as streamers pay them. So they are, both of them are smart in terms of uploading an album. And I'm gonna say why Gunna's the better album, because look at what Gunna's saying on his album. His album has more substance than Thug's. Thug's album was great, yes, but it was more hit music. Like my favorite song is "Oh You Went" with Drake. I've been playing that song all day. Thug addressing Gunna slightly, but he's saying it in a general sense of like, oh, people will turn you, this and that. Gunna's album is really directed towards people. Like he's directing it towards Baby, towards P, towards Dirk and Slime and stuff like that. Gunna has the better album because one, he has no features. Slime had Travis Scott on 2 songs, Drake on 2 songs, a bunch of other people on a different songs. Like he has so many people on that album. That's why I feel like it was more a hit for a hit kind of record, whereas Gunna's album is just him. He has no features. People are like, oh, why didn't Thug have Gunna on his album? Gunna didn't have anybody on his album. Why would he? Why would he? Like the whole industry's against him. Everybody's posting Thug's album. Nobody has posted Gunna's album at all. I'm not surprised, but Gunna has the better album in terms of substance and actually what music it is. Music can be hit for hit, you know, trending stuff like that, but Gunna's album really is just like Gunna. It's a beautiful mind. Like that's really what it is. That's why Gunna has the better album, because if we're going bar for bar, substance for substance, Gunna has the better album. And if you really know music, you would agree that Gunna has the better album. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for more content. If you agree or disagree, let me know in the comments. I'll be glad to argue with y'all all day. I really don't care, because Gunna has a better album. We're not tolerating any Gunna slander at all on this account. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for more content on the road to 1K. We're dropping videos every day, baby. I don't care. I don't care. It's gonna get it done. But peace, y'all.